you are on a budget and you're tired of coughing up $60 to $70 per controller, I got you. And we're back, GLG fam. Woo! Welcome to everyone. Welcome to the new viewers. Y como siempre, bienvenidos a todos a ¿qué? El canal de LG. Gracias por tomar el tiempo en venir a nuestro canal. So yeah, guys, $60 to $70 per controller. It's starting to get insane out there. And a lot of people, including myself, sometimes I'm on a budget. And I think that we all are at times. So for today, I have an item that will not break the bank, but it'll still allow you to enjoy a good quality product at a fraction of the cost. And what am I talking about? Bam! The GAMESIR Nova LITE Edition. Yes sir, GAMESIR. That's kind of weird. But this controller right here goes, guys, guess for how much? Not $39.99, not $34.99. This goes for $24.99, guys. So for 25 bucks, you can get a controller you can connect to your PC, Steam, Android, iOS, and your Nintendo Switch. That's 5 things with one controller right there. So too much jibber jabber, guys. Let's go to the unboxing and see what this controller is all about. All right, guys, there it is, the GAMESIR Nova LITE in stellar white. All right, so let's get in here and see what the deal is with this controller. For only $24.99, you'll be able to game on, guess what, guys? This controller does feature tEcK thumbsticks, and I feel that almost every company nowadays is moving to tEcK because no one wants their controllers to be drifting. The fact that you spend your hard-earned money on these controllers, all of a sudden that character starts shifting to the right or shifting to the left. So let's check this out. All right, so nothing else in the box but the controller. There's no manual, there is no charging cable. Wait a minute, that is kind of weird. That's probably why it's called the LITE, right? All right, so it does come in this hard shell case shaped just like the controller. If you guys remember, I just did a review on the actual GAMESIR Nova, which is the daddy of this one. This is the Nova LITE. Let's go ahead and take it out of the protective case and check it out. Look at that. That's some nice, ooh, man. Like always, guys, you know, you got to check those thumbsticks. tEcK thumbsticks, which have a lifespan of approximately 5 million cycles. Who's going to get to 5 million that quick? Well, we're all gamers, so eventually we'll wind up going through the 5 million cycles. The buttons actually feel pretty good, just like on the Nova. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else comes in the controller case before we jump into the features of the controller. All right, so it does come with this dongle. Yay, dongles. Okay, I love dongles. If you guys seen my previous videos on controllers and headsets that have dongles, I really don't like them, but what can we do, right? You have to use them in order to use the control or your headsets. If you ever thought about why the is my wireless bill so damn high, let me tell you about Mint Mobile, who I'm partnering with for today's video. What are you paying all that money for? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, or a mobile hotspot? Mint Mobile offers all these features for as low as $15 a month. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they keep costs low because they cut out the middleman. That's right, there's no sales reps or anyone involved trying to sell you something. They sell directly online to the consumer. Why should you pay more to access the same network? Go to the link on the bottom of the screen or the description to get your premium wireless for only $15 a month. All Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text, plus lightning fast 5G and mobile hotspot. You have a family? Mint also offers modern family plans that lets you set up a family plan with as little as 2 lines. I've used Mint Mobile and I had no issues with the actual network. I'm always connected to the nation's largest 5G network. How hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think that is hard. Switching to Mint Mobile is super easy. Thanks to their eSIM card, you can sign up and activate your phone immediately right from the comfort of your own home. You don't have an eSIM? That's okay. Mint will ship one out to you for free. It only takes about 15 minutes to make the switch, and Mint Mobile does offer excellent customer service. Big Wireless wants you to think that they're the only option. Don't be duped. Go to trymintmobile.com/DLG or the link on the bottom of the screen, also linked in the description down below, and stop paying more than you have to for your phone plan. And right now, new customers can get any plan for just $15 a month when they purchase 3 months or more. This includes the unlimited plan, which is normally $30 a month. There is no charging cable supplied with this actual controller. That's probably one of the reasons why it's so cost effective. It does feature a USB Type-C charging port, which nowadays almost everyone has a USB Type-C cable laying around somewhere in their house. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and talk about the features of the controller. This controller features dual rumble motors. That means that you will get the vibrating effect when you're gaming. It has precision auto-tuned analog triggers. This device has a tri-mode connectivity via Bluetooth, USB-C, or the wireless low latency dongle. So as mentioned before, it is compatible with your PC, Steam, your Switch, iOS, and Android. So this controller does feature turbo mode at 20 Hz with customizable buttons including X, Y, A, B, LB, RB, LT, and RT. So basically the X, Y, A, B bumper buttons and triggers, you can program them to use the turbo feature. The 600 mAh battery lasts up to 10 hours and it takes approximately 2 hours to fully charge the controller. On this controller, you can adjust the vibration sensitivity by pressing the mode button, the up or down on the directional pad. This controller has a home button, a view button, a share, and a menu button, as well as a mode button. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and plug this controller into my PC and see how does it respond. All right, so the only light that you actually get on the controller is the one on the home button. This indicator light can light up green for X input, red for NS Pro, and yellow for Android. You can power off the controller by pressing the home button and holding it down for 5 seconds, and there you go, it powers off. Power on by short pressing the home button or a combination of X, Y, A, B, and the home button. Let's just go the short way and press the home button. There you go, it's powered on. So this controller has a nice feature just like the Nova. When you have it plugged in to a charging cable, you will see the indicator light start to glow a certain color depending on the charging level of the controller itself. Right now, the controller is between 90 to 100%, so you will see a green glowing effect every 2 seconds. You will then see a steady green light if the controller is between 75 and 90%, yellow if it's between 50 and 75%, orange if it's between 25 and 50%, and red if it's between 0 and 25%. All right, guys, so this controller, you're able to connect it wirelessly to your PC because it comes with a dongle. If the indicator light is blue, it's in DS4 mode. That means it supports Windows 7, 10 and above, or iOS 13 and above. If the indicator light is green, that's in receiver mode. The way you set it into DS4 mode, you hold down the B button and the home button. To set it into receiver mode, you hold down the X button and the home button. That means you can connect this device onto Windows 7, 10 or above, or Android 8.0 and above. That's in receiver mode, and the indicator light will light up green. For NS Pro mode, the way you set that is you press the Y button and the home button. That will light up the indicator light in red. That setting right there is for your Nintendo Switch. Now, if you want to connect it to your Android 8.0 or above, you go ahead and you press the A button and the home button. The indicator light will turn yellow and you can find your controller on your Android device. So let's go ahead and connect the controller to my PC via Bluetooth. You press the B and the home. Remember what I told you guys about the green? That's compatible to Windows 7, Windows 10, 11 or above. So solid green, that's in receiver mode. That means you're actually using the dongle. So let's go ahead and try to connect this to my Nintendo Switch. All right, guys, so what you want to do is you want to go into system settings, and obviously you guys already know, you go all the way down to controllers and sensors, change order grip. Go ahead and press that. And you go ahead and you get your controller and you press the Y and the home button. That will switch it into NS4 mode. And there you go. Remember I told you guys that red was for NS4 mode. And there you go. It's connected to the Nintendo Switch, as you guys can see right there. And just to show you guys, press the B. You're able to go all the way back. And look at that right there. You're able to use the Nova Lite with your Nintendo Switch. Ta-da! That's pretty clean right there. All right, guys. So now we're going to try to connect the controller to my iPad to show you that the Nova Lite is compatible with iOS 13 and above. You want to go ahead and press the B button and the home button. All right, guys, so it says that it was supposed to be blue in order for you to know that it's ready to connect, but it appears to be the wrong color. I'm not too sure why. Go ahead and you'll find it under your iPad or iPhone under GAMESIR Nova Lite. Go ahead and press that, and bam, it is now connected to the iPad. All right, guys, so in order for the controller to go into DS4 mode, you need to make sure that the firmware is up to date on the controller, and you do that by downloading the GAMESIR app, whether it's on your Android or on your iOS device. This being, I downloaded the app onto my iPad, and I will show you guys right now. As you guys can see right there, here is the GAMESIR app. So if you do not have this app installed on your actual iPad or your iPhone, basically iOS device, the controller is not going to connect to it. So the way you go into pairing mode on the controller, you press the B button and the home button, hold it down. It's going to start blinking blue, as you guys can see right there. I already have my controller connected to my iPad, but it will start blinking blue, and that will let you know that it's in DS4 mode and you're able to connect to your iOS device. As you guys can see right here, I already have it set up on the iPad. You go ahead and you click on the controller. There it is, GAMESIR Nova Lite. Press connect, searches for it, and there it is. It also gives you the battery level, as you guys can see right there. Firmware version 5700. That's the firmware you need to update the controller to, because it comes shipped from GAMESIR. I believe it was firmware 4800 or 4600. That will not allow you to put the controller into DS4 mode. As you guys can see right there, the little blue light, that's DS4 mode. That allows you to connect to the iOS device. So as far as what games this controller is compatible with, you could do cloud gaming, some of the Apple Arcade games. Cloud gaming meaning Xbox Game Pass. You could also connect it to Steam and run it on your computer. But as far as Call of Duty goes, this controller is not compatible with Call of Duty. Why? Because check this out, guys. So if you go to game on the actual app right there, this will display the games that the controller is compatible with. But it says here, the key mapping feature currently does not support iOS 13.4 and above systems. And we're on what? iOS 16 already. So that means that GAMESIR needs to get on the ball and update this app. But as far as NBA 2K, I'll show you guys real quick. It actually works quite well. So check it out. You're able to go through the menus where before the iPad would actually find the controller, but it would say GAMESIR Nova Lite. Let me show you real quick the name that appears when you actually find the controller. So now it's gonna say wireless controller, as you guys can see right there, where before it said GAMESIR Nova Lite. So let's jump into a game real quick to show you guys that it actually works. All right, check it out, guys. We're running NBA 2K24 mobile. There we go. Look at that. All right. So you get all the functionality on the controller that you would normally get on a console. All right, guys. So remember, when you initially get the controller out of the box, the controller is not compatible with your iPad just yet. You need to go ahead and download the GAMESIR app, connect the controller. The previous way that I showed you guys to connect the controller prior to updating the firmware, you can actually connect it to where it says GAMESIR Nova Lite. That way the iPad or your iPhone can recognize the controller and the GAMESIR app will see it. So then you can proceed to update the firmware on the controller. It takes maybe about 2 to 4 minutes to do so. But once you do it, check it out. Full compatibility to your iPad, your iPhone, and you're ready to go in DS4 mode. So now we're gonna go ahead and try to pair the controller to the Android device. Make sure the controller is actually off. You go ahead and you press the A button and the home button. It should start blinking. All right, and there you go. Now the controller is actually blinking. Then you go into the settings of your Android. All right, you go ahead and you go into your Bluetooth settings as pairing something new. There it is, GAMESIR Nova Lite. Go ahead and pair it. I'm not sure why it's asking to allow access to my contacts. Don't check that off. Now it's connected. Let's see if we could go through the items. Bam, there you go, guys. You're able to pair it to your Android device. Now you're able to switch between 3 items, which is X input, NS Pro, and Android via the wired connection. You hold down the menu button and the view button, and you can switch between X input, NS Pro, or Android. This will lock the use of the connection via wired. You can also access the controller's dead zone mode by pressing the menu button, the left stick and the right stick. Press down on it and you're able to access the dead zone mode, which means you will recalibrate the thumbsticks. You can also interchange the X, Y, A, B buttons. And once again, not too sure why you would want to do that, but then again, you know how Nintendo has the B where the A goes and the A where the B goes? Maybe you want to do that. And to access that setting, you go ahead and you press the mode button and the A, and then you can go ahead and interchange the A to the B, or the X to the Y to the X, or the B to the A. All right, guys, so let me know down in the comments below if you think this controller is worth the $24.99. All right, guys, there it is, the Nova Lite by GAMESIR. Let me know down in the comments below if you feel that this controller is worth the $24.99. I think it's a good bang for your buck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did have somewhat of a tough time trying to connect the controller to my iPad, where the indicator light, it says it's supposed to turn into a flashing blue but I kept seeing a flashing green. But I was able to connect it, and more than likely that's only to play cloud games, because you guys already know a lot of the mobile games require you to remap the buttons to the on-screen touch controls. So as far as Apple Arcade goes, it actually worked with some of those games. So let me know down in the comments below if you own a Nova Lite, or one of GAMESIR's mobile controllers. I will leave a link in the description down below to the Nova Lite. So if you're a dad, bam, a gaming dad didn't drop the controller this time. And if you're into saving some money, don't forget to check out my latest video. But till next time guys, I'm tEcK. Peace out. Hey, now those Nintendo Switch parties, man, they're gonna be bangers with so many controllers.